It's now time for our final race of day one here at the BNL Karting Series for the opening day of the 2021 season. Senior Road Tax out this time is Groups B versus D, and here is your starting grid. Callum Bradshaw will be on pole position. Alongside him will be the Czech Republic's Tereza Babičková in the 369. Juho Valtonen and Lewis Gilbert will be on row number 3. Erhard Turker and Sean Butcher, row 4. Sam Bergstein and Patrick Rundqvist, row 5, completing the top 10. Ralf Winkel and Patrick Lokmelis rounds out the top 6 rows ahead of Thomas Martins, who has France's Nicolas Picot alongside him. Luna Blum and Danny van Hoyten, that is row 8. Mika Barthelemy and Dylan Lahaye round out row 9, with Beer Dorrestein and Yasharam Jankan rounding out the top 20. Jens van der Heyden and Jordi van der Eyck round out row 11. Adrian Labuda and Vilgot Edquist, that is row 12. Daniel Hunt, Scott Westhovens, Linus Hensen, Vincent van Kerkhoffen, Bastian Barlage, Luca Costa, Max Busch, Tern Schmidt and Lucas Schoenmakers. That is the 33-strong grid that will go into battle for the next 7 minutes plus an additional lap. And at the moment, we're going to find out whether we do have a third, well, if we have a driver that picks up 3 race victories this very day. And at the moment, it is level pegging between the drivers in 1st and 4th position at the moment. So Callum Bradshaw has won 2 heats. Lewis Gilbert has won 2 heats. Luca Lystra won the previous one. So now, this is the final opportunity for those drivers that think they are in the top 30. Well, one thing that is very, very true about motorsport, it's unpredictable. No one is safe yet until the intermediate classifications and the results have been correlated, double-checked and triple-checked. We'll find out who's going to win our 6th and final Senior Road Tax heat here at Karting Genk. Into the tram lines we go. Are we ready? Are we steady? And it looks like we do have a pretty good start there. So Callum Bradshaw starts to command proceedings at the front of the field ahead of Tereza Babičková. Lewis Gilbert is now up into 3rd place, Juho Valtonen, but it looks like, I'm just wondering, now there is a yellow flag that has just started being waved. I'm wondering, that's a false start. So yeah, race directs are not happy. It looked like a fairly clean start from my perspective. Obviously, I'd love to be there with you all at Karting Genk, but I am commentating from the United Kingdom at the moment. So the pictures that people see on their live streams is exactly what I'm seeing right now. So it is a reset. It is take 2. So a full course yellow has been brandished circuit wide here at the home of champions. So everyone needs to be crossing the T's, dotting the I's, and getting ready to go racing. So once again, your top 10. It is Bradshaw from Babičková, Valtonen, Gilbert, Coppens, Walker, Turker, Butcher, Bergstein and Rundqvist into the tram lines for the 2nd time of asking. Revs rise, we go lights out, and it's a good start once again as they are all absolutely battling with each other as Babičková has been muscled out of the way. She's down to 4th place as Valtonen in 2nd. As it's side by side, that's Aaron Walker and Milan Coppens. Oh, there's been a massive, massive incident. Carts everywhere. That, I would think, that is not... Oh my goodness me. That was hefty, to say the very, very least. And I will not be at all surprised. I mean, if everyone gets away with that, it looks like they have. If there is a full course yellow brandished after that one, depending on debris on the track, it looks like everyone's gotten away with that. And they've started circulating. And it's 2x2 hurrah going through turn 10. But that was an absolutely massive incident that caught out at least 7 or 8 cars. It happened in the midfield as Lewis Gilbert trying to get past Juho Valtonen, and he does so. And at the moment it's Bradshaw from Valtonen, Gilbert, Walker, Babičková. Names dropping down the order. Nicolas Picot was in that, I think. Jordi van der Eyck also in that as well. So Luca Costa all the way down in 33rd. So Callum Bradshaw leads the way in the 360 from Strawberry Racing. He's got teammate Lewis Gilbert behind him. Now we might see the gloves come off within the not within the confines of the Strawberry Racing awning, but out here on the circuit as Aaron Walker gets his way past Juho Valtonen. Teresa Babišková in close proximity. Sean Butcher is now ahead of Milan Coppens. Add Patrick Rundqvist to that, so there's a little bit of chaos sport colour bringing its way into the mix as Gilbert up the inside of Bradshaw through into turns 1 and 2. And having spoken to Lewis and his mum, Jennifer, who I know is watching at home on many a regular occasion, this is one of his favourite circuits to race at. You can see why, because he's got a lot of knowledge of this track. But there are some very, very competitive pedalers in this class, as always. And look at the train that has just come. It's concertinery. It is absolute. Oh, there's a great move there. That is from. I'm just going to have a look there. That was Babišková on Walker going through turn 9. Great move by the Czech Republic driver, as now Bradshaw knows that Babišková is behind. Goes for the lead up the inside of turn 12. And that is Jordi van der Eyck's car there as well. So Winkel, van der Eyck and Costa as now it's all elbows out. Everyone wants a piece of the pie and no one's going to go unless they've got an opportunity. But Sean Butcher with an audacious attempt going round the outside. I think that was on Teresa Babišková through turn 3 and 4. And now Valtonen is dropping down the order. Butcher's got past him. Rundqvist just behind. The Swede is trying to get past the Finn, going down the Europalan and into turn 7. But Patrick Rundqvist has to wait for his next opportunity. 3.5 minutes still to go on this race. And just like the previous heat, Groups A versus C, nothing is quite set in stone, as now this is where it needs to count as Butcher goes up the inside of Babišková through turn 12. The Australian, now residing in London, takes 4th position away from the Czech driver. And Patrick Rundqvist has now got past Juho Valtonen going through into turn number 2. 180 seconds on the clock remaining, plus an additional lap. Bradshaw ahead of Gilbert. These two are battling for bragging rights going into tomorrow, because whoever's got 3 wins will be at the top of the classification going into the A pre-final tomorrow, which will take place at 12:45 local time here in Belgium. Gilbert still. Now, I know that there's always something in the back pocket of the Dual-Ride Diamond, Lewis Gilbert. He will have a chance, and I think it could be within the next lap or two. If Lewis Gilbert keeps as close as he is to Callum Bradshaw, he has a chance. 85 thousandths. Gilbert retakes the lead going into the apex of turn 1. He was 85 thousandths behind. Aaron Walker making it a British 1, 2, 3. And if you count Sean Butcher, well, he has got a British licence that he's competing on. That makes a clean sweep of the top 4 for Great Britain. Teresa Babišková, Patrick Rundqvist, Juho Valtonen, Ehad Turka. We've had more retirements. So Lukas Schoenmakers. Oh, that's Linus Henson from Karchmy, the RMC Germany champion from 2020. He's had massive dramas coming out of turn 6. He's back up to speed early. We're now down to 28 drivers, and at the back end of the field it is Nicolas Picot that is rounding out the 28 strong. So at the moment we've lost Max Busch, Lukas Schoenmakers, Ralf Winkel, Jordi van der Eyck and Luca Costa. Right, this train, just look at it now. We've got less than 90 seconds on the clock to go, as there goes Walker up the inside of Bradshaw to now take 2nd position. Bradshaw retaliates and goes back up the inside. This is opening the door for Sean Butcher. Butcher nearly goes up the inside of Walker through turn 4 and nearly got the move done. As now Walker back up the inside of Bradshaw. There comes Sean Butcher. He's got the run, but he hasn't got enough of a slipstream to get alongside Callum Bradshaw. Teresa Babišková, Patrick Rundqvist and Juho Valtonen, they are battling over what is effectively Now second position because Lewis Gilbert has gotten away. He's scarpered away like a cat on a hot tin roof that's been rather promptly scalded. So the Dalry Diamond out in front of all and sundry. So we go on to the 8th and penultimate lap of this race. Lap 7 completed. Lap 8 now on the cards. 9/10 between Walker. Butcher's up into third past Babičková. Rundqvist up into fifth. Callum Bradshaw will not be getting a third successive victory in 3 heats today because Lewis Gilbert is the one that is shining brighter the most, as the timer will now expire as he will exit coming out of turn 7 off of the Europalan. So Dalry's finest. Lewis Gilbert still ahead. Aaron Walker in second. Sean Butcher has an opportunity in the last lap and a bit to try and see if he can get past Aaron Walker, but he's got to be up close and personal. Oh! Now that was Dylan LaHaye on customary rambunctious form from the Belgian in the 3:28. One more lap remaining. Lewis Gilbert has a comfortable advantage. It's now just under 8/10. Sean Butcher looked for a possible opportunity on Aaron Walker, but on that particular occasion he was 2/10 adrift. It was not close enough for the 3:01 from KR Sport. The reigning and defending champion Teresa Babičková has kept things clean and she stays in fourth at the moment. There are just a handful of corners to go. Turn 8, the leader makes his way through. Lewis Gilbert still ahead and has not looked back. He's kept the blinkers on like a primed racehorse and has not looked back. He is just keeping himself moving forward ahead of what is going to be an emphatic, clean sweep of wins. 3 for 3, the Dalry Diamond back in fine shining style. Lewis Gilbert becomes the first driver to win 3 races this weekend. Aaron Walker finishes in second. Sean Butcher makes it a top 3 for Great Britain, even though we still have to acknowledge his Australian roots. I'm sure his dad, Glenn, who's watching at home in London, will definitely appreciate that particular sentiment there. Teresa Babičková makes it a Czech Republic driver in the top 4. Callum Bradshaw makes it 4 Brits out of the top 5. He was on course to go toe-to-toe with Lewis Gilbert, but things didn't work out as he planned. Juho Valtonen in 6th, Dylan LaHaye in 7th, Patrick Rundqvist in 8th ahead of Erhard Tucker and Beard Dorrestein, rounding out the top 10. Milan Koppens in 11th ahead of Vilgot Edqvist, ahead with Patrick Lock-Mellis, Luna Blum, Danny van Ruyten rounding out the top 15. Mika Barthelemy, Tern Schmidt, Jens van der Heyden, Scott Westhovens and Daniel Hunt rounds out the top 20, with Bastian Barlage, Vincent van Kerkhoffen, Sam Bergstein, Linus Hensen, Yashram Jankan, Adrian Labuda and Nicolas Picot being the last of the 27 runners and riders that finished in that race. Thomas Martins retired on lap 7, Max Busch lap 3, Lucas Schoenmakers lap 3, with Ralf Winkel, Jordi van der Eyck and Luca Costa not even making it to the end of the very first lap.